All right. Welcome to the show. Who do we got in the audience? Appreciate the likes, appreciate the thumbs up. I'd like to also appreciate everybody on that notification gang who check in when they go out. Yes. Appreciate all y'all, man. And appreciate all the new subscribers, man. It seems like YouTube are deleting. Rusty Smith, good morning. Shalom, welcome to the show. Looks like YouTube is deleting my subscribers faster than I can get them. If they tell me, oh, this week, No Cap Live, what's going on? Shalom. Metal Sheep, shalom, welcome to the show. Cupcakes and Sunshine, welcome. Myra, hello, welcome to the show. Cupcakes and Sunshine, you wonder where I work? Well, we're going to get into that as well. But yeah, like YouTube is saying, like, some weeks I get 30 subscribers, right? But then they'll be like, well, you lost 35. What? Be like, oh yeah, you're doing great. You've got more subscribers. They say up to so many percentage on subscribers, but if I get 1 million subscribers, they're gonna subtract about 1.2 million. So that's how it is. So you got to outpace them. There's a lot of changes about to happen to YT. This platform is it's too powerful. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Welcome to the show. This is your host, Brian Anthony, reporting for duty. Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt, reporting for duty. Shalom to everyone. Let me crack this window. It's cool out, but that sun is making it hot. Get some fresh air in here. All right, guys, so you can't see me? What? Oh, that's whack. Yeah, they trying all kind of dirty tricks, but this platform is done with. But guys, I've been in California. I went to California and I decided to do a test. Like they have military drills. I did a drill. So I did not take my phone. I'm not going to be silenced, but I might not be on YouTube. Yeah, this platform is all commie. So I went to California. I didn't take my phone. I did not take my phone, so I didn't take any pictures. I was in some other people's pictures. I didn't do any videos. I didn't make any phone calls. I was testing things out. And so in the description box down below, guys, there's some videos about some things we're going to talk about. But California is it's over with. It's over with. It's the luster, the golden days, the golden years of California is all over with, guys. They just passed a law in San Francisco. I wasn't in San Francisco. I was in southern Los Angeles. So I was in Los Angeles. I was in Long Beach and San Diego. But no signs of any fires anywhere. Couldn't even smell the fire. Couldn't see the smoke. Some things are strange, I remember when there was a fire in Mexico and we could smell the fire all the way up here in Dallas. You know how far that is? From Dallas to Mexico, that's a long way. And we could smell the smoke. But in California, they said, oh, North Los Angeles is on the plane coming in, didn't see any. Weird. But anyway, guys, there's some videos in the description box. 3 of them. We're going to connect the dots. But the Cali exit is on. I didn't see the whole time I was gone, which was about almost a week. About a week. I only saw like 1 or 2 police. Michelle Aspinall, good morning. Shalom, welcome to the show. I only saw like 2 police. They're saying, I don't know, man. It's like I don't know what's real and what's fake when it comes to California. They're selling us on something. They're saying the crime rate is all off the chain like that, but I didn't hear any gunshots when I was in California. I'm in Dallas and I'm in Fort Worth. I hear gunshots every day. It doesn't matter the time of the day or night. You hear gunshots. You hear sirens. A lot of times when I'm recording live. Mandy L. Shalom. Welcome to the show. Well, Michelle Aspinall, I might still be on here. There are going to be a lot of changes. They're trying to find ways to nitpick and get rid of the truth. But yeah, a lot of times when I'm doing live shows, if you listen in the background, It doesn't matter if it's day or night. You're going to hear sirens around the clock. And sometimes you may even, if you listen closely, you're going to hear gunshots, and then you're probably going to hear motorcycles and muscle cars and trains. There's activity here. Los Angeles, I mean, there were people there, but it's not the same, guys. It's not the same. I can't believe anything they tell me about Los Angeles over television. Not just Los Angeles, the entire California. Entire California. I mean, I don't know. It's the Cali exit is on, guys. They've pretty much gone full blown commie. They passed a law in San Francisco to make it legal to defecate on the streets, but it's also a law that makes it illegal to eat a sandwich on the streets. So you got somebody who feel like they want to poop, they can just pull their pants down and poop on the sidewalk, in the streets, and it's legal. California said, yeah, that's legal. But if you got somebody who got a banana and want to eat the banana, or they got a sandwich and I'm hungry, I'm at the bus stop, want to eat, you can get a ticket, maybe even go to jail for that. But for pooping on the street, oh, that's fine. You see, you see how crazy it is? This thing's backwards. This thing is going crazy. So, yeah, the former splendor of California is gone. When I was down there, we went to the beach. Went to the beach twice. Brenda Anthony, good morning. Shalom, shalom. Welcome to the show. So one day we went to the beach at nighttime. And there was people surfing all night, man. I'm like, man, they still out there. It was getting cold. The water was cold. And, I was barefooted on the beach in the sand. And I'm like, yeah, getting grounded, and even stuck my toes in the cold water of the Pacific. Then when we got home, the beach where we at that night, because it was the next day, they say some needles was on the beach. It's a lot of junkies in California. So a bunch of needles washed up on the beach. I don't know if somebody threw them there or somebody lost a load of them, but they was like, if you step on a needle or something, I was like, whoa. And I was just down there barefooted. And yeah, man, so all the beaches that's where the homeless live, on the beaches. And it's a nightmare. All the splendor of California is gone. The Cali exit, they've gone full-blown communist. So we know that California, Mexico, Canada, and New York, they're all gone commie. All gone commie. We're surrounded. And so Mexico is hosting Russia. Canada is hosting China, and the United Nations. And we're all sandwiched in the middle. So no one knew. I talked to a lot of people about a lot of things. No one knew about the Real ID Act, and they're going to have to get the license renewed by October 2020. It doesn't matter how many years you have left on it. You're going to have to get a new license, or you're going to be locked out. You won't be able to board a flight. You won't be able to go into the federal building. This is the first step towards the New World Order. If you don't stop it here, if you go along with this, well, they're making me do it, and the rest of it is going to be easy. You're going to sign up for everything they have from here until the mark of the beast gets here. So this would be a point of contention. This would be somewhere where you want to say no, but most people are not going to say no. And if you can't stop it here where there's no threat of death, you're definitely not going to stop it when they're threatening you with death. Either you do this or you die. So flying out of Dallas, I flew out of DFW airport, and I opted out of the naked body scanner because they were making everybody go through it. I opted out, so they tried to embarrass me, tried to put pressure on me, to pat down, and the guy was trying to be rough, especially around the genitals, to try to deter me from opting out. I told him about himself, you need to be cautious around there. Yeah, bricks and brooms, you're going to have to make a decision, as we all will. Like when we have 11 months, you're going to have to make a decision. Just pray about it. Hope you make the right one. I'm pretty much sure what I'm going to do. So flying out of Los Angeles, I was determined I was going to opt out again, flying out of LAX, coming back to Dallas, Fort Worth. I said, I'm going to opt out again. Nobody's going to put pressure on me. Nobody's going to force me to, you know, do what I don't want to do, in other words. So it just so happens that LAX, there's several lines. You can go to the line for the body scanner, or you can go to the line for the metal detector. And I was like, that's an easy choice. I just got in the line for the metal detector. Boop, metal detector. It's done deal. So DFW, it doesn't matter which line. Because after your metal detector, you're still going to the naked body scanner. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. The government is saying by 2022, they're going to have 290 million Americans DNA, or should I say biological information stored. Appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate the likes, guys. Let's get those thumbs up to help to get this information out there. So really, it should be more than that, because the Real ID Act has biometrics on it. It's going to use your biometrics, facial scanning, and all that. And so by 2022, it should be everybody. It should be 360 million that they have the biometric data on. Okay. So guys, in the description box down below, there are 3 videos. One of them I did about a year ago. When the stuff was hitting the fan, I was saying how to avoid or evade capture, stuff like that. You should watch it. And then there are 2 more videos down below. And it's about Boston Dynamics. The Terminator Army is ready. The Terminator robot AI army is here. Boston Dynamics is working with the U.S. government, military, police forces, things like that. You should watch the video, all 3 of them. So one is just a straight Boston Dynamic video showing you everything that these robots can do. It's going to scare your socks off of you. And then the last video is from 432 The Drop. Shout out to those guys. That's actually what made me aware of the Boston Dynamics thing. And they're asking some interesting questions, some very interesting questions, and they give a breakdown of their synopsis of what they see going on here. But they're asking some interesting questions, because in the first video, I'm walking around maxed up, right? Maxed, like a Arab, and with the turban or the Muslim garb looking stuff on, where you can't see my face. Okay, well, the Boston Dynamics robot, there's a scene where there are 2 maxed individuals in an orange jumpsuit. Both of them have something over their head. And the Boston Dynamic thing put the gun to one of them, put it to the other one, put it to the other one, put it to the other one. Boom! Squeeze the trigger. How did it know which one was the bad guy? They're both maxed up. You couldn't see the face. How did it know which one to shoot? The AI is making these decisions, guys. Humans are obsolete. 2025 is when they say we'll be down to that 500 million for the whole world's population. So this thing's heating up, guys. So watch all 3 of the videos in the description box down below. You saw that, Primus QP Survivor? Good morning, man. Shalom, welcome to the show. Yes, we're not going to have to worry about good cop, bad cop, because it's going to be AI cop. We're not going to have to worry about... And another thing, I watched True News yesterday. Just so happened I watched True News yesterday. And they were at a conference, a technology conference in Singapore. And those guys, to be a quote-unquote Christian media outlet, Christian group, they're so impressed with this blockchain. They don't understand. It's like they were cheering for it, rooting for it. Oh, yeah, this is great. You're going to have to learn this. You're going to have to do that. And the first year, blockchain encoders can make up to 160,000 a year, and so on and so forth. And they were like, we're not gonna need the bankers. They were just going on and on and on, right? And the thing is, they don't realize. It seems like they don't realize that the blockchain is the mark of the beast. That's it. It's the last final step. It's the final nail in the coffin of freedom. The IoT, the Internet of Things, the 5G, which is to allow everything on the IoT to operate with zero latency, because you need all that extra power. 5G and 6G. And the blockchain, that's it. That's it. They were saying, yeah, we won't need this because everything's going to be on the blockchain. You won't need to do this with your title and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They don't understand. I mean, that's what I was saying. To be a so-called Christian group, organization, they were all blown away by this blockchain. They don't understand. That's the mark of the beast. That's the final step. The blockchain is going to be implanted in your right hand and your forehead. That's it. Maybe they should go back and watch Lynette Zhang, ITM Trading, about the ACC coin. She did a breakdown on it. Texas was the first state where they tested selling real estate on the blockchain. Yeah, see those guys. I should have loaded Lynette Zhang's video, but it just came to mind. So Lynette Zhang, ITM Trading, she did something about the ACC coin about a year ago. Maybe a year, maybe two. About a year ago. But the ACC coin, think about it. AC, Antichrist coin, ACC. Yeah, it's deep, guys. The blockchain is not our friends. Everything is going to be on the blockchain. You are going to be on the blockchain, and everything you own, from the day you're born, your birth certificate, and your social security card is going to place you on the blockchain. Your shoes, your socks, your clothes, your car, your house, your pen, your pencil, your kids, your wigs, your everything is going to be on the blockchain. Everything's going to be bought and sold with cryptocurrency. And now with Google purchasing Fitbit, Google has also accessed your medical records, has access to your medical. Google has access. Google knows everything about you. All of them are getting into that. Google, Amazon, Facebook, they know everything about you. From sicknesses and diseases, from family traits, because they have your DNA. You know they own Ancestry.com and all this stuff, right? Do not give them your DNA. They already know everything about you. They know everything that's in your house because of the smart grid that you're on. They know what kind of food you eat, what you're allergic to, what you're not allergic to, what you like to binge on, what you don't like to binge on, what type of shows you like to watch. They know what gets you excited. They know everything. They know what makes you want to spend money. They want to know what makes you insecure, what makes you sad, what makes you sick. Speaking of that, the Black Plague has reemerged in China and Madagascar. So we have to remain laser focused. This is the end game. We're in the end stages. And the first major test, all U.S. citizens to become a part of the Real ID Act. Biometrics. They said by 2022 they're going to have 290 million Americans biometrics. No, they're going to have everybody's. Everybody's. Except the people who they can't find or off the grid. Other than that, if you have a driver's license, it's the only way you're going to be able to shop. If you go to the grocery store. So make sure you watch all 3 videos down below. So are you going to wait till the last minute to try to make a move? Or you still don't believe fat meat is greasy? You still don't believe nothing's going to happen? Okay. So there are going to be consequences and results, guys, for not coming out of her. Jesus said it himself. Yahshua said it himself. They're going to wipe out the refusers? Yeah. That's pretty much their plan. That's their plan. So, guys, this is renewed my focus. The homeless population in California was staggering. Even the rich areas, man, you got homeless just everywhere. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Primal QP survivor. Yeah, they've been replacing. The humans are obsolete now. And they're going to go ahead and finish that up so they can cull the population. They have robots that can do the job. One robot, and you don't need to pay the robots. So just think about when they replaced the military with robots. When they replaced the police force with robots. When your lawyers are no longer human, they're AI, computers, quantum computers. When the judges, just AI. And when you have a case, you don't speak to anyone who's live, who's a human, who's living and breathing. Everything is they go to the book. You did this right here, or they say you did this, and you know, well, the time says this. We're gonna give you the maximum. Da 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 da. You dealing with a computer who can't even understand, who doesn't even live, doesn't even have feelings. So how could it make a judgment? It's just reading. So, and the food situation, guys. The food situation is terrible. It's terrible. A lot of farmers are filing for bankruptcy. A lot of the food didn't get harvested. And a lot of the meat, a lot of dairy farmers and people who grow breeding animals, they can't afford to keep the animals 20 years, 40 years, 100 years in order to recover from this. Yeah, they're going to be robots against robots. In the end, the robots are going to run everything. It's going to be a new world order. You're probably going to have one or two humans that's full of demons, or maybe half human, half robot, or half human, half demon, fallen angel, or whatever, running things. And those who are in the image of God, in the image of Christ, the image of Yah, they're going to try to eliminate. So everybody else, if you're in the image of Christ, they want you to take the mark of the beast, which will remove you from being the image of Christ. You're going to be in the image of the anti, because it's going to change your DNA. There's no repentance from taking the mark. You can't be like, I made a mistake, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're sorry, all right. And you're going to be sorry because there are consequences. There will be consequences. So, guys, I don't know how many ways I can say this, but you have to do something now. You have to make a move now. And so one of the things also that's gotten me laser focused, God put it on my heart and my spirit looking at Isaiah 4. You know, how the 7 women will take hold of one man and say, we will eat our own food. We just want your last name to take away our reproach. And at the same time, I'd say the branch of the Lord will be beautiful in that day when the filth of the daughters of Zion is wiped away. And that word for filth in the Hebrew, that word means excrement. Like I said, it was focused on the women. We have to focus on the women. In the days of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they knew not to choose the women from where they were. They knew Abraham even sent his servant back to where he was from to pick a wife for his son. And that was how it was done. Like, don't pick none of these worldly women, witchcraft women, loud, they're just unscrupulous women. Go and pick. But there's no pool like that anymore. There's no pool of women where you can say, ooh, if you get remember back in the day, they used to say, oh, if you get a country girl, you got a good woman. Man, no. Then it was, oh, if you get you a foreign woman, if she ain't been Americanized. No, there's no pool of women anymore to where you can be like, oh, this is much better than, no. They've all been tainted. So that's why Paul speaks about the wife should learn at home. When a man gets a wife, it's up to him to pour into that woman everything he wants her to know, everything he wants her to become, everything he wants her to be. It's up to him. There's no pool of women anymore to where you can just be like, oh yeah, these are maybe some that are better than others, but for the most part, they've all fallen to the world, and it's up to the man to teach the woman. What's up, Dark Wolf? All right, man. Yeah, I got your message, man. Yeah, I'm here, brother. Trying to make it, trying to do it. Shalom, welcome to the show. So, that's happening now, guys. That's happening now. Thank you, Michelle Aspinall. Thank you. Bricks and brooms, you're right. The guillotine will only hurt for a moment, but why'd you want to why would anybody want it to go that far, though? Why would anybody want to wait to see that end? When you see it coming, when you know what's about to happen, they've announced their plans, they're doing it. They haven't pulled back yet. What are you going to do? What are we going to do? We just going to keep going until the day that they say, all right, everybody walk through that little room there. And we all know, well, that's the guillotine room. This is your decision day, yes or no. Nah, let's pull out first. Let's not give them the option. We're going to take the option. We're going to want to see this mess coming, and we're like, oh no, we pulling out. We don't want the cryptocurrency. We don't want to be on the blockchain. We don't want to be on the social media. We don't want the mark of the beast. We don't want the Real ID Act. None of that stuff. Pulling out now, well in advance, right? Before we have to deal with that other problem. Why kick the can down the road? Why wait? I guess that's just me. It's just my thinking. But I'm fully prepared now, guys, it's not going to be a cakewalk, period. From this day forward, it's not going to be a cakewalk. The cakewalk is going to be for those who submit, for those who worship the beast. They're going to make it easy for you. That's what's going to be so attractive to those of us who are not going for it. They're going to see, and it's going to be like they having their heaven on earth. And we're going to look at them and be like, whoa, they got it easy. They got it made. Make a lot of people think, man, I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to go over there. Don't do it. Don't lose your soul. Don't do it. Some things more important than money. All right, guys, they tried to buffer me out. Information is getting too good. But I saw Aretha Jackson say she didn't want to smile, hadn't been wanting to smile much lately. And I understand. One way that we can get that monkey off of our back, separate from him. Because, all the news that I'm seeing is bad news, but it's all worldly news. We shouldn't even be having that stuff getting in our system. The Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So we have to separate from that mess. Some homeless people did, pouring hot feces on people, giving a woman disease. Oh, man. I'm talking about a bucket full of hot feces and urine and diarrhea, man. They just poured it on a woman coming out the restaurant, and she having all type of problems now. Then I've seen some other people just attack some people for no reason. Just strangers, just knock one in front of the car. And this is stuff I was watching on TV. But yeah, just hit another woman in the face. And, just a bunch of stuff. We shouldn't even Like, for instance, I was watching, last year I watched a show. The host was from Kenya, from Africa. And they were like, before the colonizers showed up, they didn't have a word for child molestation. There was no word for that because that didn't go on. There was no action for that. So now they have the word. That's why in some languages they'll be speaking their language, and then they have to go to English for a word for that because there's no word in their language for that because that didn't exist. You see? So the stuff we're seeing go on now, if we were separated, we wouldn't have a word for that because we wouldn't be living like that. We wouldn't be, when you're seeing this stuff go on, it's just steeped in sin and Satan. So a lot of the stuff we see going on, we wouldn't have a word for that. We wouldn't be able to describe that. I'm like, man, that's sick. But now they just, oh, it's normal. No, it's nothing normal about it. There's nothing normal about it. You're right about that, bricks and brooms. You're not keeping them safe by taking it. You're actually putting them in danger. You're actually giving them over to Satan. Don't do it. So at least they've given us a timeline. We have until October the 1st, 2020. That's not the mark of the beast. That's the real ID. That's the real ID. But if you get the real ID, most likely everything else they roll out, you're going to get that too. Yeah, so you're going to have to suffer through a little discomfort if you're going to come out of this thing. But at least you'll be safe and saved. And so, guys, I guess I'm ready to start building. I'm ready to come out today, even, if I can. I'm ready to start building. I'm ready for my Ishayas. Because I know she's not going to be a perfect one. She's not going to be a perfect wife, mate, woman. I'm going to have to pour into her what I want her to be. Teach her, That's why Paul said that. Wives should learn at home. Because most women are going to have a school education, either public school or even private school, and a church education, a 501c3 education. You're going to have to get all this stuff out of her anyway. She's going to have a learning from the television and from the radio and from these movies and video games. And all this stuff is bad, All right, bricks and brooms. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, so I happen to know some federal employees personally. They're going to have to do it or give up their job. How many people? They're going to make an excuse. Well, I've been having to have ID. Well, this and that. They're not going to give up no money. Maybe if it was minimum wage, they'd walk away because that's replaceable easy. But this is not minimum wage. This is a nice piece of change. Don't expect anybody to walk away from the job because of the Real ID Act. The love of money is the root of all evil. So, I know that's right, Michelle Aspinall. Yeah, God education. That's what we need. But most people will say it's foolishness, Oh, this ain't that, you crazy, and so on and so forth. But it's not crazy. We've been warned for thousands of years that this was coming. Nobody's done anything about it. No, it's like nobody cared. King Management, what's going on? Shalom, welcome to the show. Yeah, it's like we've been warned. I mean, for instance, how many of you still go to church? Still go to 501c3? Has your pastor mentioned anything about anything going on? No. Why not? You don't think your pastor knows? Let me say something else about that, guys. I don't know about in your area, but But I know here, like, got back and I found out that pastor of a prominent church here has died. Called Reverend Carrie Wesley. All right, Michelle Aspinall. Bless you. So Reverend Carrie Wesley passed. Young guy. Young guy. I don't even think he was 50. Maybe about 50. Of cancer. And at the Antioch Baptist Church here in Dallas in the Oak Cliff side. So there are a lot of, okay, so they had, like I said, there are a lot of major mega churches in Dallas, especially in the south side. In Oak Cliff, there were Aretha Jackson, God bless you. No church for 5 or 6 years. I know that's right. We got to decondition. We got to get close to God, stay in the Word, but get out that 501c3. So you had the Bishop Five, right? You had the Bishop Five. There were 5 preachers that come out of what we call Bishop College, which the name has since changed, but they all went on to start mega churches. Started from nothing, became something, started with a little church, big mega churches, and taking in over $1 million a week now, each one. But most of those churches, out of the big 5, out of the Bishop 5, all the pastors or their wives has gotten cancer and or died out with cancer or some type of sickness like that. I believe Pastor Bailey was one of them, the Bishop 5. He died from cancer. He had a rare form of cancer. He went way to Houston, beat it one time, and it came back. And the second time, he didn't beat it. And the way Pastor Bailey did it was disturbing because I witnessed how he did it. Basically, he had already, the Bible says, if anyone among you is sick, let him call for the elders of church to anoint the head with oil and pray for him, then the sick shall recover. So that's kind of how he thought he was doing it. But by the time he had made the announcement to the church that he was sick with cancer, he had already scheduled the surgery and the treatment and everything. So he said something like this that Sunday. I remember he was like, he made the announcement he got cancer. And he said, I'm going to follow the Bible. G-Dog, good morning, man. Shalom, welcome to the show. So he was like, I'm going to follow what the scripture said about it. He said, so I'm going to call for the elders of the church and I'm going to have them to pray for me right now today. But if I'm not healed by the time this treatment and this surgery is supposed to happen, I'm going to have surgery. Well, that's not faith. You don't give God that kind of, that's not what it say. You don't give God that type of window. Okay, God, you got this many days or this many hours or this many weeks to heal me of this cancer. Otherwise, I'm going to the doctor to get healed. That's pretty much how it was. And he went down way to Houston. Like he had a rare cancer, but he said that cancer, the doctor in Houston was having more success with that type of cancer. And he lost weight, lost all his hair, ended up being in a wheelchair, but he was healed the first time. And when he came back, it killed him. It's kind of like Carrie Wesley, who just died a day or so ago. He had the cancer, had maybe the chemo and some type of medical treatment from the doctor. It went away, it was in remission, came back, killed him. Okay, then we know that Tony Evans, his wife is in stage 4 at the Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship. His wife is in stage 4 cancer. And she's asking for prayer. She told him she don't want the chemo no more. None of that mess she's trying to do now. She's trying to do the naturopathic, homeopathic way to cure that and heal that. So I don't know, guys. And I kind of thought about Bishop Eddie Long, what happened to him. He would look like a buff bodybuilder. I know that's right, Dark Wolf. I know that's right. We got to spend a long time with him, man. We got to have that PT with our maker, man. So Bishop Eddie Long, he got the, what's the name of that church? I forgot. In Atlanta, that super mega church. I think it's worth $25 million or something. Big old church. And then the rumors had surfaced that he was messing with little boys, teenage boys and stuff. He's supposed to have been mentoring the guys, taking them on trips, flying them over here and over there. And everybody like, yeah, that's good. Bishop Eddie Long. And one of the boys came out and, oh, man, we doing sexual stuff with this man. He denied it, but he paid him. He paid the hush money. And one of them, even though he got paid the hush money, he still didn't shut up about it. It's supposed to have been a gag order. This guy was like, man, I'm still going to talk about this. I wasn't making this up. I didn't do this for the money. So, needless to say, those young men are all having gender identity problems now. And Eddie Long denied it to the day he died. And even when he got sick, he denied that. He was like he was on a new diet. Because like I said, he looked like a bodybuilder. He was probably about 235, 240, all muscle. Big muscle on, big chest. And next time I seen the guy, he looked like he's about 165, all shriveled up. And people were saying, something wrong with him, something wrong? He come out publicly and say, oh, no, I'm not sick. I'm on a new diet. This is this. And while I'm losing weight and looking good, y'all going to be... Man, then he went to the hospital and I don't know what they said it was. Some type of disease that severely compromises the immune system. And it was speculated it was AIDS or cancer or something like that. But the dude said he had spent time with God and prayed and fasted and he was healed. And he came up out the hospital. And he said he went back to his church. New Birth, that's the name of it. There's a New Birth here in Dallas, but this New Birth is in Atlanta. He went back to his congregation and prayed for everybody. And okay, so when the allegations came out about him and the little boys, a lot of people left that church and started going to other churches. A lot of them went to Creflo Dollar, another mega church out there in Atlanta. Creflo got up that Sunday and told them, if you come from New Birth, I don't want you here. What? You go back over there. That's my friend. That's the devil. That's the devil. I'm saying, if you find out your pastor's messing with little kids, you better get out of there. I'm saying, because in the Bible, that's death penalty. Yeah, it ain't no, I'll forgive him, let's let him keep preaching. No, that's the death penalty. You done crossed the line. But anyway, the people who left New Birth and went over to the Creflo Dollar Church, he turned them back around. He said he don't want them. He don't want your money. He don't want you in my congregation. Like that's his congregation. That's God's church. It's supposed to be. Yeah, Dark Wolf. So he was like, oh, well, you go back and keep giving that man your tithes and your money. So I don't mess with Creflo Dollar. I don't mess with none of the money preachers. And so Bishop Eddie Long came out the hospital, had another service, said, God said, I'm healed. He was up there. He wasn't looking weak and feeble. He was still skinny, but he said, God told me to pray for everybody to get y'all delivered. So he called all the people to the front. He laying hands on people and saying, you healed, you delivered. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, did God really just heal this man? And he able to deliver other people? It wasn't too long after that, maybe a couple. He was delusional. He was deceiving himself. Listen to Creflo, yeah, man, me too, man. But I realized, man, we got to come out them 501c3s, man. What they saying is not right. The message is not right. What they're doing, their actions are not right. It doesn't line up with Scripture. So we have to realize, guys, the threat is real. It is imminent. It is now. Make sure you watch the 3 videos in the description box down below. And kind of, we got to figure out what's going on. And you have to figure out what you're going to do to come out and win. Everybody just waiting. What you waiting for? I'm trying to figure out. Oh, well, I know it's uncomfortable. Yes, sir, Dark Wolf. I know it's uncomfortable to change, to do something different. Some people I've been trying to tell certain friends and families for years, I'm leaving, and they laughed at me. And okay, the time is now. I mentioned it recently. You had some of them dead said, I'm not leaving. I'm not giving up this. I'm not leaving here and going here. I'm not doing this and doing that. Okay, well, when I'm gone, I'm gone. I already did a test run. When I'm gone, I'm gone. If you stay, you stay. Just know all the stuff I've been saying all these years, I wasn't making it up. I wasn't just pontificating, just saying stuff to scare you. They even made it public. They've made this stuff public. I've made it public to everybody else. Exactly, Dark Wolf. It's not going to be a good time. You have to uproot, and whatever you got been having going on, you have to uproot and change it. Either you do or you don't. And if you don't, you're going to take the mark. Because you're not going to opt to die. Come on. You're not going to opt to die. Nah. Very few are going to opt to die. Some people are going to opt to die because they didn't know this was coming and it just snuck up on them. But others who've been knowing for weeks, months, years, decades, and still ain't did nothing, nah, you ain't going to opt to die. You might as well get ready to go to hell, because you are not going to tell them people no. If you won't tell them no now, you're going to never tell them no. Anyway, guys, let me get back to my next order of business here. Man, it's glad talking to y'all, man. Glad seeing everybody. And it's time to start building, guys. I'm ready to start building. I'm ready to. Yeah, it's clear. It's laser focus. I can see clearly now that there's not going to be a perfect mate, a helpmeet, ideal, a Shia. Some are going to be better than others, but the work is not going to be, you find someone that's already groomed for you and already taught in the ways or the things that you want them to know. And no, that's going to be up to you. You're going to have to pour into that woman everything you want her to be, everything you want her to know, everything you want her to do. And you're going to have patience, because everybody's coming out of the world. We're coming out of the world. And not everybody's, some people are they don't want to come out. They're going out kicking and screaming. Some of them we just have to cut off. Some people will have to be cut off. And like in the days of Noah, they're going to come when it's too late, beating on the doors. Let me in. No, it's too late. Go away. I never knew you. Anyway, guys, with that said, glad talking to y'all, man. It's good to hear from everybody. Hope everything's all right. Yes, sir, Dark Will. God bless you, man. Have a nice day. God bless everybody. Bless you all. Think about these things I'm saying and plan your escape now. Tomorrow may be too late. I love y'all, man. Bless y'all. Your host, Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt, over and out. Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt, over and out. Peace and blessings.